15 differences between Muhammad and Jesus. 1. Identity. Muhammad claimed to be a man, inspired by God, but Jesus claimed to be godlike. He declared,
"I and the Father are one."
2. Sin. Muhammad did not claim to be sinless. He was human and asked forgiveness for his faults. Jesus lived a sinless life. He was tempted but did not sin.
"Let he who is without sin cast the first stone."
He told an angry crowd, ready to stone a woman. 3. Marriage. Muhammad had multiple wives, including a child bride. Jesus taught marriage is between one man and woman. He remained single. 4. Violence. Muhammad encouraged fighting unbelievers. He led military campaigns against pagans and Jews. He gave them 3 options: convert, pay tax, or die. Refusing to convert or pay made one eligible for warfare and enslavement. Jesus preached nonviolence and loving enemies. He told his followers to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. 5. Prayer. Muhammad instituted Salah prayers facing Mecca. Jesus taught praying to God as a loving father. 6. Forgiveness. Muhammad allowed retribution.
Punish them with an equivalent of that with which you were harmed.
Jesus preached forgiveness.
"Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do."
7. Authority. Muhammad ruled as a political and military leader. Jesus did not claim political authority. He said,
"My kingdom is not of this world."
When people wanted to make him king, he withdrew. He submitted to death at the hands of the Roman state. 8. Love. Muhammad spoke of Allah, hating unbelievers. In contrast, Jesus taught that God loves all people, even enemies. He came to offer salvation to the whole world. 9. Literacy. Muhammad was illiterate and unable to read or write. The Quran was relayed to others verbally. Jesus could read and write. He is called the Word made flesh. His teachings were recorded by eyewitnesses. 10. Voice of God. Muhammad was spoken to by the angel Gabriel. Jesus claimed God directly spoke from heaven. 11. Associates. Muhammad had close associates like Abu Bakr and Umar. They aided him in his campaigns and conquests. Jesus' closest associates were 12 disciples. They were mostly fishermen and outcasts. They abandoned Jesus at his arrest and crucifixion. 12. Miracles. Islamic tradition says Muhammad performed no miracles, but Jesus healed the sick, walked on water, and raised the dead. Both friends and enemies acknowledged it. The Jewish authorities claimed he performed them by Satan's power. 13. Theft. Muhammad permitted stealing from unbelievers. Jesus did not condone theft. When asked about paying taxes, Jesus said,
"Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's."
14. Slavery. Muhammad owned slaves and did not forbid slavery. Jesus made no own slaves. 15. Death. Muhammad died around age 61-62 from natural causes. He was buried in a grave at his house. It is now under the Green Dome Mosque. Jesus died around age 33 by crucifixion. 3 days later, he rose from the dead. He met his followers before ascending to heaven. Christians believe Jesus conquered death and is alive forever.